All right, hello, sir. I'm Cadet Ciullo, and my partner is Cadet McFadden, and we're about to give you our Deliverable 1A project. So this is our influence diagram, and we're going to model the monthly income of an E2. So for our first Excel function, we utilize the match and index functions from this pay chart to look up the pay for a certain pay grade. So for example, we're going to model an E2. So we'll go here, find E2. And then if he was in for 2 or 3 years, we'll say 2 years, and that will give us his monthly pay. So for here, when we go back to our influence diagram, that's going to model from our pay chart, and it's going to incorporate our user servers and our monthly salary. And for the future, looking ahead, we're going to try to do the same thing with our monthly housing allowance. And we're going to find a chart for that and utilize the same match and index functions to do that. And for special deployment pay, we were going to find the specifications for that and try to incorporate that into our monthly salary. And with that, I'll pass it off to Cadet McFadden.
Okay, sir. As you can see in the bottom right of our influence diagram, we're assuming his decision that he wants to buy a car. And so for that decision, we have an Excel function that we created that takes into account his loan itemization for his car. And so we have right here the loan value. So whatever car he wants to buy, we'll put the value of the loan that he took out in this box right here. We'll put the interest rate that the car company decided to put on the loan, and the amount of payments, the amount that he wants to pay each month. And using that, those 3 boxes, we can create a function that takes into account those and just shows you how many months it'll take to make the loan go to 0. And also looking at our influence diagram, we can see that we want to take into account taxes and cost of living. And for that, looking ahead, like just what we want to get to, we're going to find, we're going to assume where he wants to live, and we're going to find the income tax in that state, and we're going to take that out of his inputs, or just put that in his outputs, which will effectively say his monthly income. And so now, just for our end state of our project, we want our Excel functions to replicate all of our variables and decisions and input and random input variables effectively, to where we can give our soldier the correct advice and come up with a good plan to keep his monthly income at a certain level. So that's our project.